and welcome back to Roadskill Sandbox, and this is the Mallard, the updated version around for this locomotive, and there must be some kind of a little bit one coaches for anything for this as well. So I just recently forgot that I just going to spawn anything as well. As I can see in the rolling stock beyond for this British Railways, that I just going all the way for the left side of the road. So as you may see this, I'm probably not sure that isn't going to be for making a little bit of one sense. Since modernization, that sounded a little bit for just most likely worse as well. And most everything isn't going to be making a little bit fun. Now, I would be rather to say, we have for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that must be the last piece, and 9 and 10 is going to be for this new thing. We're going to be making for this video in about for modernization later, and here are the coaches, and in for some kind of characters as well. The train number is called 4482, and that must be the liner A4. The liner A3 was on the previous video after for some kind of Dream Express. We're gonna be travel all the way into Crème public site. I really don't think this isn't gonna be very acceleration as well. So we don't managely think we're just gonna be all the way to move our way as well. We set it around here for the realistic simulations, and this should be really it as well. Now, before we're gonna be ready to go, I make sure that you leave a like and subscribe. If the whistle is pretty loud, and that must be the same as every steam locomotive that I just unexpectedly heard of before that, and I would rather to say, let's just get on the move, shall we? As the wheels gone on spin, I would not think the wheels got on wheel slip, but I really think it will be perfect around for this train. So, as the train is going to be moving a little bit for this one, but as you can see for the drive wheels have just connected perfectly, and looks like the steam train is on the move all the way to Crème Republic as returning back. Will not might forget around for this thing, so don't worry about this. And for some kind of coaches or the carriages from the old years. So I just got this thing with some kind of a little bit one things as well. So maybe next time we'll be probably gonna be using this. But beyond that, we're gonna be using for some sort of a dieselizations. So I would rather to say the train is going to be all the way to move as around here. As the train is going to be headed all the way up here. So, not this time that the train is going to be making all the way up here. If I can see the train is going to be running, I do not forget to turn on the headlights on, in case it was dark. So, what looks like the train is going to be at fast, on time, and towards into the station. So, that must be Avatar is going to be over here. That I won't be able to see for around for this locomotive is going to be it making fast all the way up time. That seems the train is pretty loud, and because of the steam that they just maximized the volume is all the way up into the top, and the train horns is literally going to be making itself roaring to do so. Loud and beautiful versus one single that the train should be able to move on, and it has departed from Camp Everfree around to the left side of the rails. And because as you can see for this map, I don't have any terrain support and any assets to do so without any railroad crossings, but I just gotta be making sure that the train is going to be moving up without pressing the letter Z. After the train has maxed up to 15 times more speed, that the train is going to be making all the way on time right there. So after the train is going to be disappearing a little bit, so let's just say we're going to move all the way up here, as we might be able to see this train. Overall, that I cannot believe, if those some kind of kids are going to be sewing this train, then it's going to be a lot more fun to do. But when I actually wanted to say, as I just zoom in, that the train is going to be coming so early before this is literally going to be making all the way in time. As you can see, this train, it's going to be moving a little bit fast, that the train literally making itself for a high speeds as well. That must be for the streamlined train. It was going to be making itself for more faster than any locomotives as the New York Central. As we come in towards, I won't be able to get around here, and because of the famous locomotives itself, I think the train is going to be coming up really fast. It's still steaming it all the way, and before that isn't going to be literally to do so, I think the train has already arrived, and we're going to be slightly move the camera a little bit, that the train has been passed around through, including executive coaches. So it looks like I won't be ready. The train is going to be literally to move all the way itself. It's going to be on time. And what if the train is going to be itself for once? Slow accelerations onto the top. Now I'm probably very sure the train is going to be moving all the way fast, that it's literally making itself for one sense as well. So I'm gonna be using the Mallard with those American coaches or some kind of a big carriages whatsoever, if I just gonna be looking to something like else. And I'm gonna be making all the way towards into this one town before we just gonna be letting them see them. So making sure that anything is possibly that is look like this thing, and without making any bridges, I'm probably not, because it looks like it's not the biggest tunnel in the world, but looks like we're just going to be making changes into the slot number 1 itself later. And after the train is going to be making that pass, and I will be able to look around here for the top. But as you can see, the train is going to be really fast and make it on its way towards on time. So I would rather we're going to be thinking about as well. And I would be rather to upload this video for under 15 minutes as well. Once the train has came down off the cliff successfully, that I'll be seeing that I'm going to be zooming in the front of their way. It looks like I can hear for some kind of a locomotive, and the Crème Republic kids see this. It must be the Flying Scotsman is going to be speeding all the way for its top. And I would rather rethink that the train is going to be really fast to come all the way. So that must be going to be shouted hooray. And I would be able to think the train is going to be at really fast. And I gotta be thinking all the way that the train is going to be literally going for wide space open. So the train is going to be making all the way for top speeds as possible. And you might randomly think it is going to be for so fast, if before that I just literally end of this video, I won't be able to get coming all the way around here until the train is going to be moving until reverse in. So I'll be seeing the train for this thing. It's going to be moving at reverse, because it's not the sudden anyways, before it's going to be heading around for the tunnel. So let's just hear for the British scene in around of this bridge, that I can see the locomotive is going to be at this well. I'm not living in Brazil-Philippines anymore. Looks like I'm probably living around in UK. I really don't think the train has shaking a little bit. It's a little bit gone too hard to do. But what finds out, and that the last one is going to be on the move. The train is shaking very much. And I would rather rethink that the train isn't going to be making it fast. and I would rather to do so because I will be making the train really fast to do so. So I'll be shifting all the way to 17 at speed, and which is realized it's gonna be unsafe to do so. And what I just matter stinks. We're just gonna be running to get all the way up into the top. As the trains reach up to the top speeds, it's going to be not fine. Before in the matters of the hurry, it's going to be something is literally going to be for a major journey. To get all the way fast is going up here. Now I can see for the security camera. Now probably that wasn't going to be making to do so. If before that you allowed of this video, then you might be able to make a security camera of the Mallard that is going to speed all the way. The steam hissing stops, and because of the train speeds all the way, making anything is going to be very possible. Now I won't be turning on the chat filter, and before that doesn't going to be really displayed at all. So as the train is going to be speed on our way to the left side of the rails, I would rather rethink if before we're going to be slowing down. I think the train has coming too fast, and because of in the front of the locomotive it was currently shaking, and all of the 10 coaches or maybe observations doesn't gonna be really matters as well. Now let's be try to slow this train down. Once I just gonna be completely the brakes is all the way back into the station, I'm probably that where it looks like that the Mallard locomotive is still going to be in trouble as well. That's all because of this one mistake that we have been arriving to the port of the Crème Republic, and before that doesn't means I still don't know how to make shapes in row scale Sandbox without further reset. And I mean the train is literally powerful, but most of the high-speed trains have to go over here, and because of possibly we think this is going to be something is a greater idea to do so. I really think this is going to be the perfect stop though, and I actually think this is going to be the end of the video, as we possibly think we cross anything is going to be out into the woods, and what I just able to do is to having a complete stop all the way for some times. Now this isn't literally going to be going for a complete stop when I just going to be pressing M for cinematic mode. And would you possibly think that the locomotive is going to be moving a little bit slower? This is very hard too late, and this is not even possible that the train has been arrived successfully. And it's going to be moving on to the next shift, and probably it's gonna be almost over as well. So even for this last thing as well, now the people of the Crème Republic has just saw this, and most of all it's going to be at a complete stop. And let me tell you that is gonna be the end of this video. I would probably actually wanted to say it's stopped for the right time. And that is all. I think this is absolutely it. And there we go. And there we go. Happened probably that I just said for 2 times. If you like for today's video and about that Mallard going for top speed all the way, I wasn't able to get returned back. Even because of left side of the rails isn't going to be completely like this one. And because like the TGV locomotive and anything that goes, that is absolutely being in service for all of it. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click the bell of all like this one that you just like of this video of all times. Even because of the fastest locomotives goes really faster like anything it goes, and that before the Pennsylvania T1 is going to be slightly faster than the Mallard itself. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to be see you in another video sooner. And perhaps this is going to be Turbo Concept signing off. and I'll be see you down the line, and especially mini lands and rail fanners all later.